about one of the things that has confused me the most as an artist, and it's just communicating with clients and particular brides for this look. We're talking about the natural or nude smoky eye. So when somebody says a natural smoky, to me that seems like counterintuitive or an oxymoron, but really what it is it's just a clean, carved out, lightly smoky, like maybe you're going to brunch or like perfect wedding makeup type smoky, not like a Pam Anderson black lid kind of a smoky eye. So it took me a while to figure out what was going on, but once I did, it is one of I think the best looking makeup across the board for photography and for just kind of enhancing natural beauty. So let's get started. Going to go ahead and start with priming our eye. So today I'm going to use my MAC 24-hour extended base eye primer, which is one of my favorites. Really keeps the eyeshadow on super well, stops any creasing, and just grabs that pigment. I'm going to take that brush I was talking about, the 252, and I'm going to take a color in my palette that I already have going on called Shroom. So today for priming the eye, I've talked about this before, but I'm going to use Shroom and Texture and then one of these dark colors over here. Okay, so now once that highlighter is down all the way into the crease, I'm going to take a fluffy brush. Today I'm going to use the MAC 217. We just want it to be like a dome-shaped bristle, nice and fluffy, nothing stiff. General rule of thumb, when you're gonna apply a color and you want it to kind of stay on, you use a stiffer bristled brush, something that doesn't have much give. When you wanna blend or use a blending color, we're gonna use a softer bristle. So general rule of thumb, not a hard, fast rule. I'm gonna dip it into that texture color that I showed you, and I'm gonna work it in on the back of my hand. Now I've already done my face makeup, so I already have my airbrush foundation and concealer on, and I don't want to ruin that with tons of fallout from any kind of smoky or shadow. So I'm going to go ahead and work it into the bristles a little bit using my hands, and then I'm going to sink it right into that crease and just go back and forth. I'm going to take another brush. I'm going to use one that has two fibers in it, a dual fiber. So today I'm going to use MAC's 234. This dual bristle, one side is going to actually grab the pigment really well and not let it fall down on my face, and the other side is going to help me blend. Today I'm going to use a deep dark brown called Espresso, and I'm going to place it just in the outer, maybe third of my eyelid towards the outside. Now when you look here, this is where I want to keep this color, right here. So I'm going to take this, again, work it into the back of my hand a little bit, using that shadow so I don't get that fallout down my face. Now if you do your foundation after your eyes, which I normally would if I didn't do airbrush, then you can just wipe up and it's super easy. Not a problem at all to fix. So right here, that outer third, I'm just gonna go ahead and lightly tap a little bit of that dark brown in. Now, if you look straight ahead, you don't wanna, the smokier level, like 7 or 8, I would bring this darker color more towards the center and have more of my lid be dark. For a lighter, more nude or natural smoky eye, I'm gonna keep that outside on my eye, like the third I said, and then I'm not gonna really let it get to where the color of my eye starts, the iris. I wanted to keep it a little bit further. Same thing on the other side. And then take a brush, just kind of work it in. And then no higher than that crease. Same rules. If you think you've blended enough, just blend a few times more. Now this is gonna get reblended, so I'm not gonna go crazy right now. Then you take your 217 with that texture color on it, and I'm just gonna buff that in, and I'm gonna reuse that brush. Again, anytime you think you've blended enough, just blend again. You really cannot. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab another duo brush. This one is the MAC 233, and I'm gonna use a color on my lid called Chemtrail from Urban Decay. It's one of my favorites. It's got like little bits of shimmer in it, and it's just really kind of pretty on a lot of different skin tones. I use it a lot for weddings. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a good amount on my bristles. And then again, I'm gonna take this with my shadow and I'm gonna work it in on the back of my hand. I really just don't want, you know, glitter or shimmer all over my face, kind of ruining what I've already done for makeup. So now I'm gonna take a little bit more color and dabbing again, and then back onto my hand, working both sides of that bristle. Then I'm gonna take that brush and I'm gonna go right on the lid. Again, using that warm brown color as kind of a blueprint as to where to go up to. I am gonna overlap a little bit onto the dark brown color and just really kind of buff that color in. The reason I use a warm brown color for that texture, it complements everything. Even if I were doing a cooler tone, it just gives that little bit of warmth to open up your eyes and kind of have everything blend down into that crease, almost like you would with contour on your face. So if you want to call it contour in your eyes, that would be actually kind of appropriate. Again. Taking that 217 brush, no more product on it. I'm not adding anything at this point. I'm just using the brush with whatever's on it to blend. I might want a little smokier kind of a look, so I'm gonna take that dark brown and just re-tap a little color down there at the lower lid. Again, not going too high or too crazy. Now, just for a little touch, take a little bit more product on my brush. I'm just gonna dab it in the center of my lid. Kind of re-up what I had maybe buffed a little off blending. All right, wonderful. Now, we're gonna go ahead and tightline our eyes, and then get some mascara on and do a little tiny wing liner, which is, I think, pretty with this kind of look. So there we go, let's line. Now that that's all done with liner and mascara and tightline, I'm gonna go ahead and just add my finishing touch. I'm gonna take a little bit of a highlight on a pointy little brush. I'm gonna use Nylon from MAC today. And I'm just gonna highlight the inner corners of my eye, buff that up into the lid, buff that underneath my eye, buff that right here, right up. kind of like where the tear duct is and right under those lashes. Good. And then we are pretty much all done. If you want to go ahead and take a little bit of a darker shadow, you can kind of smudge it underneath like here, smoke out a little bit of this. It's always a pretty look. Like a warm bronze. I think I'm actually using bronze from MAC right now. Give that a softer line. If you like to tight line your inside waterline on your lower lash, that's fine too. A lot of times with the Natural Smoky look, I'll do a little pop of color and I'll put like a teal or an aqua in my inner waterline on my lower lash line. I love that look. I just think it's so pretty. If a client has brown eyes, I will use purple, a really radiant kind of warm royal purple, and that'll bring out the amber flecks in the iris too. So that's a fun little thing. So a little bit more maybe on this side. Even her out. That's it, yeah. So, Natural Smoky, now we know what it means, finally. Somebody explains, no, I'm just kidding. But it's, you know, kind of, it sounds counterintuitive, but it's pretty. It's a clean, carved out eye, light eyeliner kind of flick. I do it on, I would say, 90% of my brides. This is the look that they want. They want it kind of naturally, effortlessly beautiful, but polished and elegant. Photographs really well. You just kind of have that overall kind of highlighted. Nothing is too sparkle or shimmer, but it's all like clean, looking beautiful and effortlessly beautiful, I should say. Gorgeous, just radiant. So that is the Natural or Nude Smokey Eye that I love so much. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you're glamazon like I am, go ahead, rock this look for brunch or I don't even know, work, the office. It's just a pretty look that I think really flatters just about every face out there. So have fun with it. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. All right.